Hello, everybody. Welcome along. I would say round 28 in the EFL Championship is about to begin, but it has already begun. We're here for a watch along. It is Wrexham versus Leicester. Of course, we're doing the TV game, so that kicks off at 8. But the 7:45 kickoffs are already alive and going. And we've got 9 games tonight. Used to be that we'd have 6 and 6 on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. We've had some 8s and 4s, 9 and 3 this midweek. So the vast majority of the action is tonight in the Championship. And we have Charlton versus Derby. Excuse me, just eating my dinner. We have Coventry versus Millwall. We have Ipswich versus Bristol City. Oxford versus QPR. Preston, Hull. Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham. Swansea, Blackburn, and it is West Brom versus Norwich. They are the 7:45 p.m. kickoffs, and we are going to be tuned in for the next couple of hours to Wrexham versus Leicester. Wrexham, bit of an outside playoff push recently with that. 5 wins on the trot in all comps. Did lose at the weekend. So did Leicester, though, at Coventry. So both sides going to be looking to bounce back from a weekend defeat. Welcome, everybody. And we're on TikTok again. If you see me look down there, I'm trying to get the TikTok moving. So do go and subscribe over there. We will be streaming down both platforms there. So thank you, all the people down here who are indeed tuned in. We've got to say a couple of thank yous for Super Chats up in YouTube land. Happy Ducky Man. Thank you very much. Only 4 more chats needed. We've got the target of 5 super chats. I would say 1 down, 4 to go. But it's really 2 down, 3 to go. Because there is one here from Jim Theus. Starting the stream off with a super chat. Thanks for the content. Let's have an entertaining game. Fingers crossed, Jim. And Happy Duckman. Thank you, guys. We are 2 for 5 on the super chat target. Let's say some hellos otherwise to Andy. Carbos, Ben, Gary, Andy, my name is Tao. Go on then. Here's another. We're 3 for 5. Thank you, Andy. £2 on the super chat. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. This will always be free here. The live stream. So if you can support financially, it is a jolly big help. Let's just say. Evening to Steve as well in the chat. Right. Let's get into team news first then, shall we, for Wrexham versus Leicester City. Do keep your eyes across the remaining EFL games. We've got 9 tonight, so 8 live as we speak. There's going to be a goal going soon. You know there is. Let's be across it as soon as we can. But in the meantime, let's look at the lineups for Wrexham versus Leicester City. As usual, let me know who you're looking forward to seeing playing and who are your potential match winners. Here we go. David asks in the chat, really appreciate the channel. Can anyone tell us the last time Wrexham dropped points at home under the lights? Well, the QPR defeat was, I suppose the lights were on against Norwich, but the point he's making in an evening game. So it would be, you'd be going into last season, wouldn't you? Someone let me know that, their answer in the chat. Let's get into the team news for this one. Then Wrexham lining up normal system, 3 at the back and wing backs, that deal. Okonkwo in goal for the Red Dragons. Hyam, Doyle and Cleworth are the back 3. Longman and Katache are the wing backs. Matty James, new contract for him until the end of 2027, or the end of the 26-27 season. Halfway through 27, you know what I mean. He partners Ben Sheaf in central midfield. Lewis O'Brien and Ollie Rathbone play off Kiefer Moore up at the top end of the pitch. On the bench for Wrexham, Burton, Scar, Dobson, Thomason, Kabore, Rodriguez, Windass, Broadhead and Smith. And for Leicester City, Stolacic in goal. Is that a back three as well? Or are they playing someone big at left back? They definitely play Chowdhury at right back. It has been Okoli and Nelson centre back, but they're both in, and so is Vestergaard. So maybe Nelson is going to go and play left back tonight, as FootMob is suggesting. Or they might even go to a three at the back. We'll find out as soon as the game starts. Skip and James centrally. Fatawu and Mavadidi are the wingers. Reed and Ayew are number 10 and number 9. Those positions. Remember, a lot of the Leicester City output has been funneled through James, Reed and Fatawu. Haven't necessarily been a great team, but certainly got some great individuals for sure, haven't they? On the bench for Leicester, Begovic, Thomas, Aluko, Pereira, Samare, Page, Monga, Daka and Thomas. Just some injured names who we are not going to be seeing tonight. James, Cannon, Ward, Lee, Brunt for Wrexham, Ramsey, Suter and Christensen for Leicester City. I believe we've had our first goal of the night, and it is Ipswich 1, Bristol City 0. Let me know if you are across that one. Sounds like Ipswich have taken the lead. Sounds like I need to give a big thank you here to David. Oh, sorry. I read that comment out, David. My bad. I didn't realise that was a super chat. Thank you so much, David. I can see the comments on the screen up there, and I need to click into them to see whether they're a super chat. So, David, I'm so sorry. Huge super chat there. Really kind. And we are 4 for 5 on the super chats. We'll get one more super chat. I'm going to shut up about it. And we are going to see the opening goal here from Portman Road. Played out to Jack Clark on the left wing. And it's the Jack Clark goal. It's the Ipswich left winger goal, isn't it? Dribble, cut inside, stick it in the corner with the right foot. Ipswich lead. And the pressure builds in the automatic promotion race. Live league table right now. Ipswich are in second. Remember, Middlesbrough do not play tonight. So if Ipswich can get the win tonight, they will move into second. And guess what? We are going to be covering the Middlesbrough game tomorrow night. It's Stoke versus Middlesbrough. Looking forward to that one. Ipswich lead 1-0. Jack Clark, the goal scorer. Thankfully, we're not in a blackout for a round on a Tuesday night with 9 games, so we will hopefully get to see the goals picture in picture as we go. Should we get to some predictions here from you guys? Sorry, let me just read any other comments of interest in here. David, none of the attackers or wingers for Wrexham started this weekend, but yeah, they have rotated well, haven't they? Wrexham, Steve, personally I would back Wrexham tonight. We played them a few weeks ago and they were excellent. Leicester seem to be all over the place. John, 46 points is the rough target to survive. I think it'll be higher than that this year. Yeah, normally I think the 10-year average is 45, so 46 should normally keep you up. Sometimes it doesn't. Dave, good evening, Ben. 19-year-old Daniel Benny partnering Kone up front. QPR short up top, Dave. Bringing in, what's his name? Justin Abikwu on loan from Coventry. And speaking of Coventry, guess what has just happened? We have a goal at the CBS. So look away now if you're a Middlesbrough fan, because not only do Ipswich Town lead, Coventry City lead as well. Ipswich and Coventry have both managed to take the lead within the first 15 minutes of home games tonight. We'll await the Coventry goal scorer, but they have taken the lead against Millwall. Ben, Thank you so much for the super chat. And we are 5 for 5. We have reached the super chat target. Thank you very much. Fun, the championship this season, isn't it? Yes, very, very much so. Really, really enjoying it. Looks like we've got ourselves a run-in and a promotion race here. We had this at the weekend, didn't we? Middlesbrough went and won. Ipswich got 2 up. Coventry went behind, and then Coventry got it back and got the win. This weekend, Middlesbrough are going last rather than first. Is the pressure going to be on them? It looks like it, with both Ipswich and Coventry already winning. Fun, the championship this season, isn't it? Very, very, very much so. Thank you, Ben. That is the 5th super chat already of the night. So let's just say thank you to Happy Duckman, Jim, Andy, David, and Ben is number 5. You do not need to super chat me again tonight. We have hit our target. We've got to get in to the predictions, don't we? But I would like very, very much to try and tell you what the poll said. Apologies, I'm using the iPad tonight. Let's have a look here. So I have to do it on the main screen. Sorry, my bad. Are we going to get to see this Remain SA goal? Hopefully they're going to flash it up on the screen any time soon. Right, sorry. So on the Benjamin Bloom community tab, 953 people voted. 21% have gone for a draw in this one. 25% have gone for a Leicester win. And a whopping 54% have backed Wrexham for the home win. Let's get into your predictions now. You've got 24 seconds, in fact. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be clever. Just write your predictions. We'll read them together. Right, it looks like we are good to go, and we're about to kick off down in Wrexham. Just getting your predictions coming through there. Big, huge thank you for the support. It looks very windy and rainy down in Wrexham. Good luck to the players coping in this. Thank you, speaking of this. And I am on the Sportsman Untitled in return. You can see me on there again. Actually, I'm going to be on again this Monday. We are all over it. Very, very happy. In the comments. Hopefully you're going to be able to hear me very, very soon. Keep nice and calm in the comments. I'm going to close a couple of things down, and hopefully the stream is going to stop buffering. And I can tell you about a big goal at West Brom. Everybody keep calm in the comments. Everything is okay. I'm going to close stuff down. You don't need to tell me that there's problems. I can see the problems in front of my face. Everybody keep calm in the comments. It's okay. And we've had another goal go in as well. It's West Brom 0, Norwich 1. which is a huge goal down at the bottom of the table. And Derby have just taken the lead against Charlton as well. I'm just going to click a button on the other screen. Please keep calm if I do freeze for just a second. We just got some problems with the desktop computer today. I think I've got too much stuff open. So just try your best. Keep calm. I can see the problems. You don't need to tell me about them. I am more aware of them than you can imagine. And we should be good to go. I'll just leave that on the same screen there. And we will never press that button again. Oscar Svartau, thank you. Brendan is the Norwich City goal scorer. Let's get the clock up and running. Apologies. We're trying to run the TikTok and all sorts. So I'm putting a little bit more pressure on my computer today. And evidently it is struggling just a little bit here. But hopefully all is going to be okay. Let's attempt to sort the clock out. Wrexham attacking down the left-hand side. Ball goes in lower. Coley slices it behind for a corner. And Wrexham with the first pressure. It's going to be a day to make defenders defend in these conditions over in Wales, isn't it? Corner to Wrexham. In it goes to the edge of the box. Drilled in low. I think it was Rathbone with the shot. And blocked out. Wrexham will try and rebuild here. Long man. It's gone down as an own goal. Charlton 0, Derby 1, own goal Gillespie. We are hearing. So a few goals already in the EFL Championship. Norwich above Blackburn and a point behind West Brom as it stands. It's all shaking up. The bottom three is moving around today. That Norwich goal at West Brom. A big one, isn't it? A real big one. Leicester attacking down the right-hand side here. Fatawu comes back onto his right foot. Doyle nicks it off him. Would they have played together? I suppose Doyle would have been at Leicester, wouldn't he, during the promotion when Fatawu was there. So he'll know his game only too well. Doyle, the former Leicester loanee. Ball turns over in midfield. James, Hyam, Doyle. Chowdhury gets a foot in. And it is headed clear. Rathbone goes 50-50 with Skip. Turns back over Wrexham's way. Oh, Chowdhury flew in there. That could have been a hefty tackle if he'd just been a second or a millisecond later. Out to Longman. Big press by Leicester, though. Not letting Wrexham ping it about. Wrexham have played through fairly nicely, though. Kept hold of the ball. Sped their play up as the Leicester press went at them. Cleworth. Longman. Cifuentes really calling the press on. He wants his side to really get after Wrexham here. Okoli with a shank back to the keeper, and it's with Arthur Okonkwo at the back. Swansea 1, Blackburn 0. Swansea take the lead, and we already know Blackburn have got problems. They've just got a little bit worse. So Blackburn had moved below Norwich City with that early Norwich goal. And now they've gone behind as well. Could be a big midweek round here in the relegation fight, couldn't it? Big things happening already. Can all swing back the other way, I tell you that. But for starters, it's not been great for Blackburn. Get your views in. Yeah, that goal's just registered. I think we might get to see the Coventry goal picture in picture now. Mason Clark swings the cross in. Nodded goalwards on the back stick. And I guess it crossed the line. Ball didn't hit the net at any point. Romain Esse is the scorer. Brought in on loan to make a difference. And he appears to be doing exactly that. Vipotnik, Brendan says, I assume, yet again, is Swansea's go-to man, has scored in the game against Blackburn. So Swansea lead Rovers. Vipotnik, remember, tracking for 23 goals. That might have gone higher, because he's just scored again. Here's Doyle for Wrexham. Loads going on tonight. Ipswich and Coventry both lead at the top. Ipswich goes second. Down at the bottom, Norwich lead against West Brom. Blackburn are losing. Pompey are into the bottom three. As things stand, Norwich have been battling to get out for the longest time. They are out. Right now, Norwich out of the bottom three under Philippe Clement. Been playing well for a while, but a little bit of a rising tide and a lot of work to do. But they are out of the bottom three as things stand. Steve, I'm a Rovers fan. If we end up going down this season, our owners will have nobody to blame except themselves. Completely self-inflicted. That, the view of many, a Blackburn fan, let's just say. Higham to Cleworth. Wrexham, the better side in this one thus far. Nelson, who is playing left back by the look of it. I think Footmob had that right. Reed. Mavididi off the left. Double up on him and he has to go backwards. Chowdhury. Okoli. Vestergaard. Knocked over the top by Mavididi, but Okonkwo comes out and grabs that one. Bad miss by Millwall. That would have levelled it up. Kelly, afternoon, evening. Unusual trouble with Paramount. No good, is it? Hopefully under control. Ben, your hair looks lovely. I'm glad someone said that, because I brushed it pretty fast last night and it all went back, and then I let gravity take control. So I got a bit of an afro today. But a female noticed it, so I'll take it. Here's Okoli. Vestergaard. Franchino on TikTok. We are live on TikTok as well tonight. Wrexham, please beat us today. Marty will almost definitely get the sack. Yeah. You know it's gone a long way when you're kind of like, defeat mightn't be the worst thing. Birmingham have had 6 shots and haven't scored one. Back to our old ways. Right. Hayden. Fatawu. Reed. Skip goes back home. He had to play that kind of blind. Brave pass, but it does get back to Stalachik. Inter Milan 0, Arsenal 1, for those of you who like that sort of thing. Longman slips that down the line. O'Brien, first touch for him. Oh, good intercept there by Vestergaard. Big Kiefer Moore breathing down his neck there. Kiefer back in the starting lineup. Great drive forward here by Mavididi. He's powering down towards the corner. But Higham, who had a little bit of a head start there, managed to get there ahead of his man in a straight foot race. You wouldn't fancy Higham against Mavididi, would you? But it was all right in the end. Plenty going on. Coventry lead 1-0. Ipswich lead 1-0. So Middlesbrough out of the top 2 as things stand. Derby up to 10th. They're leading over at Charlton. Swansea lead against Birmingham Vipotnik. Again, Norwich lead against West Brom. And it's a big one down there with Blackburn losing as well. We've got Pompey in the bottom 3. Norwich are finally out as things stand. Get your thoughts going. In this one, Wrexham, better side, I think, thus far. Game's not really settled. Pretty ugly weather here in the Welsh winter. God, and yeah, Okonkwo just took a goal kick and you could see it not travelling, blowing back in the wind a little bit there. Okonkwo gives it out to Cleworth. Logan, up the mighty Welsh Reds. There you go. Straight through to Stalachik. I wonder whether the managers are getting the message onto the pitch. Look, if you're in your own third, don't take any unnecessary risks. It's okay to hit the channel today in this weather. There's one to the back stick. Longman heads it out. Mavididi on his tail. Rathbone got there. Fataru's had to come back and grab it. Knocks it in to Chowdhury. Jamie, love the videos. Enjoy the balanced view, which is rare. Thank you, Jamie. Thanks to everybody on TikTok. We're going to try and run the watch-alongs on TikTok live as well. So do make sure you're across all of our platforms here in Benjamin Bloom Football Channel land. James. Chowdhury. Skip. Back to Chowdhury. Slowing it down, Leicester. Although, to be fair, it was Leicester trying to run across and over Wrexham as they were playing out. Reed knocks that forward, Mavididi. Reed edge of the box, shot blocked. Fatawu tries to reverse to Chowdhury. And this game is all about pressing, isn't it? I think both sides, it's one of those, both sides would be happy if the other side had the ball. We have an equalising goal at the CBS. Wow. Coventry 1. Millwall 1. The league leaders pegged back by a pretty in-form Millwall side. It's 1-1 at the top. They'll give you a chance, Coventry, won't they? Millwall are level. 1-0 Spurs as well. Thanks, Franchino. Who's got the Millwall goal scorer for us then? Deserved equaliser, says Ben. Let us know if you're across any of the games here tonight. La 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 tonight. New kids on the block. Skip knocks that back into Vestergaard. No one's got any time on the ball here. Vestergaard, Mavididi, doubled up every time Mavididi's got the ball. That seems to be an instruction from Phil Parkinson. If that ball switched out right to Fatawu or Mavididi, wing back, get tight, central midfielder, come across. Don't let him run at the outside centre back, yeah? Ivanovic with the equaliser. And I'm going to see it picture in picture. Lucky me. Down the right-hand side come Millwall. Crossed in left-footed. Oh, lovely goal, actually. What a lovely, deft finish there by Mihailo Ivanovic. Ball's kind of in swing and he gets a good look at it. And then he just cushion volleys it into the far corner. Reed into Mavididi in the box. Reed just broke the lines there. Mavididi back stick. Good header by Dom Hyam. Leicester just picking up a bit of momentum in this one now. Chowdhury, James. Chowdhury tried to play him down the line. James has done well, actually, to get back at that. Couldn't get the cross with any quality there. So, the equaliser at Coventry means Cov 56 points if they draw this game today. They will still be at 2 points per game, and at a minimum they will have a 6-point cushion. Although do remember that Middlesbrough will play tomorrow and can close that gap up and retake the team currently in second place, which is Ipswich. But much could change in the next 90 minutes. Well, less than that in the 7:45s, isn't it? Mavididi seems to be getting plenty of the ball. Rathbone nicks it off him. Mavididi wins it back. Not had a good season, Steffi Mavididi. Seems to be pretty on it tonight, doesn't he? Vestergaard. Okoli. Chowdhury. Fatawu. Foot in there. You can't control it. Leicester have been on top for the last 5 or 6 minutes. Wrexham had the better of it before. Oh, Preston 0. Hull 1. How good are Hull, everybody? I tweeted today, nobody in the Championship has more away wins than Hull. Few teams tied on 6, to be fair. And here they go again. Hull, they are leading at Preston, and that's 5th against 6th. And that will actually put them level on points with Millwall. The goal difference is superior. Keep your eye on your live league table, because Hull City are about to go like that when it updates and move above Millwall into 4th place. I shouldn't have to say it every time, but as things stand is the operative word for all of that. We've got an injury hold here. Jordan James. Right knee being looked at by the looks of things here. Leicester will not want an injury. Liam Miller for Hull against his former club, says Brendan. Franchino, Mavididi doing well is shocking though. He looks alright tonight, doesn't he? Always unfair to say he looks interested tonight. Let's say he looks at it tonight. Let's not question anybody's character here, yeah? Jordan James is up. Doctor's just radioing back to the bench to say all is well. And we're going to get going again. Coventry are 1-1 against Millwall. Ipswich lead against Bristol City. Hull lead at Preston. We've got 5 of the top 6 in action tonight. Middlesbrough play at Stoke tomorrow. And of course, we will be across it on the watch along here. There will be a hot take show as well in the morning. See how early I get it done. I've got to speak to Parkin as well and do the predictions early tomorrow. Oh, that's a big goal. Swansea 1, Blackburn 1. Results were going badly against Blackburn, weren't they, earlier on in this stream? They've got the goal back now. Swansea 1, Blackburn 1. Can they build from there? James. Oh, Kelly, you absolute hero. 10 Benjamin Bloom memberships. We are working on getting the Discord set up. Don't worry about that. We'll try and do a couple of members-only vlogs if we can as well. A jolly busy time of the season. We're in a 3-game week as well. I'll tell you what, maybe I'll do a members-only video behind the scenes at Sportsman next week. Although you're probably going to want me to put that down the main channel, aren't you? Cleworth. Longman. James. All cross goes in left footed from Kachache. Falls to the edge of the box. Drilled in low. Best striker of the game, that one. Matty James. I'm going to invoke the cliche. Almost hit it too well, didn't he? Straight down the keeper's throat. Nice and clean. A huge thank you again to the lovely Kelly for those super chats, membership gifts. It's almost the night where if you scuff one towards the corner, probably got more chance than if you hit it cleanly. Wet, wild and windy. Jordan Ayew's gone down. Roughbone's gone through him. And let's say it now. It's 0-0. It's wet and horrible. There's only going to be one goal in this game. Isn't it? Membership videos are good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, remind me to do that then. We'll do a bit of a behind the scenes on Monday. Oh, did Jorgensen get the goal, Steve, for Blackburn? That's a good start. Plenty of new signings having an impact tonight. Essay, of course, with the goal for Coventry earlier in the evening. Sounds like Jorgensen has scored for Blackburn. Oh, Okoli, bit heavy there. Kiefer Moore nearly running him down. Couldn't grab it though. Vestergaard through the lines to Ayew. Rathbone, who's having a very, very busy game, gets in there first. Gets caught by Skip. Referee, just for a second then, looked like he was going to his pocket to book Ollie Skip. Didn't in the end. Full-blooded, let's just say. No yellow card forthcoming. Free kick goes in long for Wrexham, looking for Big Kiefer. He heads it down. O'Brien, chest and volley. Keeper gives it the hands up. Stolarczyk says, that ain't going in. Don't worry. And he's right. Bodo Glimt beat Man City 3-1 in the Champions League. Bit of an upset in that one earlier on. Not the worst strike that by O'Brien. Good chest. It's one of those where it drops in such a way, you're almost kind of waiting for it to come down. Just messed with his timing a little bit there on the volley there with the left foot. Oh, Moore chasing the keeper down. What did I say about not messing about in your own third tonight in this weather? And they nearly got caught out. Stolarczyk saying, come on, don't give me that like that there. Okoli, to be fair, it's not the best touch. It's not the best pass or the best touch. No harm done in the end. Could have been plenty of harm done. Chowdhury. Ayew. Chowdhury. Fatawu. Chowdhury. Vestergaard back to Chowdhury. Wrexham, as you can tell, not pressing. Right idea. Chowdhury popped it long over the top and gave the ball straight back. One of those games thus far. Low on quality. High on caution. Purely because of the wind and rain, I think. There's one booted over the top. That's one thing Wrexham can consider. If they do go long this half, it is going to hold up in the wind. You can almost overhit a pass behind the defence and it'll actually hold up. It'll do something it wouldn't normally do. But not an abundance of pace up there, is there? Unless they can get good support there. O'Brien and Rathbone up nice and close. Sheaf. Hyam. Doyle. 25 gone. 0-0. Coventry drawing, Ipswich winning, Hull winning, Millwall drawing obviously with Coventry, Preston obviously losing to Hull. Wrexham here level, Derby winning at Charlton. Shot driven in, edge of the box. It's Jordan Ayew. No one's really given either keeper, other than that back pass actually from Okoli. Too much of a test yet, although surely it's coming. Surely. Sheaf. O'Brien. Oh, little slide down the line by O'Brien. Kachache puts it back, sticks. Poor. Over everybody's head. What else have we got? QPR are 0-0. Who are they playing tonight? They're at Oxford, aren't they? Birmingham are 0-0. They are at Sheffield Wednesday. I think we've mentioned everybody other than West Brom 0, Norwich 1. Which could be a big one at the bottom. Norwich are out of the relegation zone for the first time in forever as things stand. For the first time in forever. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Throw in Leicester, which Nelson is going to take. Taking his sweet time. You know my indifference to teams that take way too long for throw-ins. Get that ball in play. Come on. Chowdhury. About 3 feints before he plays it to Vestergaard, who has a little dummy of his own. Knocks it wide to Nelson. Chowdhury. Vestergaard. Nelson, centre-back, playing at left-back, and he looked like one then, didn't he? Tried to feed it into the front. Overcooked it, but it's out for a Leicester throw. Vitek with the best save I think I've ever seen. Well, I look forward to seeing that one, Annie. Good keeper. Vitek having a good season at Bristol City. O'Leary looks like he's available. The first choice from Liam Manning's playoff team last season. Cleworth goes home. Refs whistled though, I think, for a foul on Abdul Fatawu. No goals now for a good few minutes. And literally the second I say that, right on the strike of half-time at Deepdale, it was Preston 0, Hull 1. And Hull have gone 2-0 up. They are so good this season, Hull, aren't they? Absolutely tremendous. And they lead 2-0 at Preston. That is 5th versus 6th. I say it's 5th versus 6th. But it's not really, because as things stand, Hull are going 4th. Preston 0, Hull 2. Brilliant again from the Tigers. Dave, ours have been poor. 1 shot on target thus far. 0-0. God, Dave, did you watch the watch along? We did that one earlier in the season, QPR Oxford. It was not good, was it? A different time and place now, but a similar outcome maybe in coming. Wrexham go long into Moore. Jumping with Chowdhury, who of course, Moore and Chowdhury were teammates in the playoff final not very long ago, back in May, for Sheffield United. Incredible. Oh, best behaviour, everybody. The boss is here. Good evening, everybody. Have a great time. We're having an okay time, Shaylee. The game is not amazing, but there are 8 other ones to distract us. Get your messages in for Shaylee, who's in the house, in the warm. Half-time's coming through. Long man down the right. Ooh, that goes near post. Vestergaard went with his right leg at that, and it all looked a bit clumsy and ungainly, didn't it? It's well worked, actually, to get Longman down the right. Oh, God, where did that hit? It didn't hit his arm, did it? To be fair, it did hit his arm, but it's not a penalty. It comes off his knee and straight onto his arm. Then comes the corner. Oh, right under the bar. It's a good delivery in this rain, isn't it? O'Brien. Into 1, Arsenal 2, for those of you who like that sort of thing. Crossed in. Glancing header. Cleworth. Wide. All the half-times coming in now. I've just seen about 5 of them come through in one go there. Coventry 1, Millwall 1. I think was one of them. I think Rangers 0, Oxford 0 was one of them, or the other way round. "20 seconds late, you say make defenders defend." It's all right, happy duck man. I'll say that 50 times tonight. Thank you for all your support. Every like, comment, follow and super chat makes Ben a happy chappy. Amen. But we don't need any more super chats because we've hit the target already. It's my head of marketing there, Shaylee. Half-time at Ipswich. Ipswich 1, Bristol City 0. My lot are second as things stand. Don't count your chickens before the Pope has gone to the toilet in the woods once a day. Blind squirrels. That one goes long. Easy gather for Okonkwo. Welcome Ian in the chat there. Vitek isn't that good. I'd leave right where he is. I fear the lady doth protest too much. Rathbone tries to switch that. Fataru gets in the way. Chowdhury. Half-time at Charlton. Charlton 0, Derby 1. Half-time at Preston. Preston 0, Hull 2. Fair bloody play, Hull. They're such good fun this season, aren't they? Akoli with a winner in the air over Kiefer Moore. That's a rarity. Chowdhury boots it down the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is not very good, is it? And it's deteriorating as the half goes on. Ian, Pompey marginally the better side. 2 honking sides. Deary me. Ian present at Sheffield Wednesday versus Pompey, which wasn't a true El Crapico because it wasn't the bottom 2, was it? But it can vaguely fit that description, can't it? Okonkwo goes long. Moore can't keep it in. Throw in Leicester over in the right back area. Chowdhury hurls it down the line. Ayew tries to control it. Couldn't do a lot with it. It's going to have another chance, Chowdhury, making a bit of ground down the line. Zach, Swansea 1, Blackburn 1. Great game, but can't believe we can't take our chances. Same story as the Birmingham game. Moore is chasing down the line. He's got it into O'Brien, actually. Tries to hold it. Moore knocks it backwards. Doyle. It's blowing a gale here in Wrexham. Probably doesn't help the quality of football. We have mentioned that many times. Lewis, Charlton 1 up at Derby. Should be 3-0. Blackett, Taylor and Diaz missed some great chances. Agumang superb play for the goal. Duckman. Wrexham will bring in Smith, Broadhead and Windass to go with the wind. Yeah, got some quality on the bench, haven't they, Wrexham? For sure. Feed down the line by Chowdhury. Sums up where the game's going. Fatu is saying, don't give it to me there. Not with him breathing down my neck. And if you're going to, at least play it into my feet. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. I could have muted the mic, but we've got TikTok on here as well tonight. Do I read TikTok chat? Schmig, I try. I've got two screens going on at the same time. But I read that one. Skip. Nelson. Chowdhury to Okoli. No worries, just checking because some people genuinely don't. If I don't, it's just my sheer ineptitude. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you, Andy, Dave, Tal. I was just going to make a comment about me avoiding the winter lurgy, but it's not over yet, is it? Not over yet. This horrible sinusitis thing going around England at the moment. Skip. Reed goes long. Fatawu is offside. Is that Bobby Reed getting completely fed up that he's not getting the ball? And going and heading back into his own half. Ollie Rathbone, a 30-yarder in the 85th minute. You heard it here first. Birmingham Sheffield needs an injection of something. Not wind and rain, according to this. Yeah. The January lurgy. Kids back at school. Wrexham, come on. Score before the half ends. Ben, you need an assistant. If only I could afford one, hey? Be lovely. Jordan James is sat on his backside. He went down injured. I think it was his right knee a while ago. And I assume he's tried to play on and it ain't happening. Kiefer Moore's just going to have a word with him. I guess they'll be teammates for Wales, won't they? Pereira is up and off the bench. Pereira's a right back primarily, but obviously under Maresca moved into central midfield a fair majority of the time he was on the pitch, didn't he? They've already got a bit of a weird look to them, Leicester, with Nelson playing at left back. You can have a centre back at left back and a right back in central midfield. The doctors have done the same thing they did where just stretched James's leg out, but I assume if that hadn't worked the first time, not going to try it the second time. Yeah, Pereira is coming in. So probably he'll go and play right back then and Chowdhury will play central midfield. All will be revealed because here comes Ricardo Pereira. Yeah, and Hamza Chowdhury has gone into central midfield. Nelson hurls it down the line. We'll get a few minutes of stoppage time now, won't we? Chief hooks it over his shoulder. It's broken into the box. Oh, it's going to be a big chance here. Reed's there. Can't force it over the line. It looked for all the world like Ayew was going to have the chance there. He chested it down. In the end, Reed went with the shot. I thought Ayew was just going to be able to chest that down and stick that in left-footed. Obviously bounced off him a bit more. Best chance of the game, I suppose. We need to give Wrexham credit for keeping that out of their net, especially in these conditions. Here they come up the other end. Chache, O'Brien. Sky will run a replay of that in a minute, hopefully. James. Doyle. James. O'Brien. Certainly added a little bit of fizz to the game all of a sudden. Flat cross in for Moore. Wrexham can't keep the attack going. Leicester clear their lines. Hopefully we'll have a look at that chance now. Probably the best chance of the game. This Mavididi did really well to turn it around the corner. Put the cross in. Yeah, it's weird. So Ayew chests it down and then just falls over. And it doesn't look like he even slips. He's like got his feet planted and you think, chest it down, stick it in with your left foot. You can see Mavididi in the background kind of going, come on. What more do you want me to do? But yeah, I wonder why Ayew fell over then. Maybe just had his weight distributed wrong or something like that. Strange. Strange days indeed. Set play though for Wrexham as we come up 45. It's going to go in right-footed from James. Put too much on that, hasn't he? Doyle can keep it alive. O'Brien. Oh, that's nicked through. Oh, well worked. Can I get the cross in low? Stok stops it with his feet. Good block again afterwards. Ooh. So opened up. We've had to wait until 40 minutes for some chances in this one. Okoli has gone down. This is where I have to be careful what I say. It's advantageous for Leicester if he's not hurt. If he is hurt, then we wish him well. To be fair, he was holding his leg immediately without looking away. Oh, actually, yeah. Oof. I think he just got the rough end of the shot. Painful one, to be fair to him. I take it all back. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. We see a football player sit down and nothing's wrong. P3, Coventry Millwall score. 1-1 fella. And Millwall looking good, he says. He must know what's happening then. Doyle. Kachache. Fatawu. Up the line it goes. Ayew can't. We can't get hold of the ball, but he's won a throw-in, or forced a throw-in to be given away. Remember, our game is an 8 p.m. kickoff tonight. So everything else is 15 minutes behind. So in theory, as we finish our half, give or take the amount of stoppage time, the remaining 8 games should kind of be recommencing. Okoli goes home to Stok. 4 minutes stoppage time here. Welcome, Kay. Simon says, come on, Wrexham. Tao says, smash the like button. I will endorse that view. However, I'm not going to check on YouTube because the computer nearly broke into 100 pieces when I did that. Chowdhury's been whistled. Free kick, Wrexham. 30 seconds of stoppage time played. 3.5 to go. $41 likes. Thank you, Gary. Get on it. Get after it, you lot. Let's get us over 50. We normally have 50 before kickoff. Shows that I haven't promoted it tonight. Just trying to figure a way of getting TikTok streaming at the same time that doesn't kill all my technology here, but this appears to be the only way. There's no other way. Actually, I could check on my phone, but my New Year's resolution is to be less addicted to my phone. So I try and have me in one room and my phone in a different room this year. Moore is not going to get whistle for that. Okoli hits the deck. Yes, he is. Little bit too physical there with his centre-back opponent there, Kiefer Moore. Shoves him away. Not sure Okoli needs to hold his face as he goes down, but what are you going to do? Let's go 100 likes. We can do this. You'll get more likes tomorrow with Stoke on. We are doing Stoke tomorrow. Stoke Middlesbrough. Looking forward to that one. Let's hope the weather's a little better in Stoke-on-Trent than it is here in Wrexham. Tonight, are you? Switch of play. Nelson. Mavididi. Nelson. Pereira. First touch, I think. Okoli. We'll slide into the box for Ayew. Oh, is that a corner? Goal kick. 58 likes and counting. Keep going, you lot. Anthony, I want Hull to win. We Tigers want to get promoted. Of course you do. Who's that saying? Hi, mate. Love the videos. Thank you. The FM junkie on TikTok. Eric, up the borough. There you go. I'm trying to read everything at once tonight. We're live on TikTok as well. It's Benjamin Bloom FC, football channel. If you want to go and subscribe over on TikTok as well. We have 30 seconds minimum stoppage time remaining in this one. 0-0 at half time. Vestergaard stretches, Skip boots it forward. Ayew chases into the corner. And that is all she wrote. The half-time whistle has gone. Not a game of great quality, this one. Let's give the players a little bit of a pass and suggest that the weather is providing problems and a risk-averse strategy from both managers is contributing to a lack of everything, really. Not really any chances in the game, were there? There was the one towards the end of the half was the best chance, wasn't it? Mavididi put it in the box. Ayew sort of chested it down and fell over. I think if he'd have taken that on with his left foot, Leicester would probably lead in 1-0. The ball then breaks for Reed and Okonkwo's out well and Wrexham keep it out of their net. Otherwise, it's just been a game of you have the ball, we'll press you and wait for the mistake. Okay, we'll kick it back to you. You have the ball. Swansea 2, Blackburn 1 elsewhere in Wales. We'll get into this. More bad news for Blackburn, who had got back into this one. I hope I'm wrong and there's 5 goals in the second half, but this just looks like a 1-0 to either side. Someone will take their eye off the ball for 30 seconds and allow the opponent to score. And, then it'll just be keep the ball as far away from your goal as possible because it's too difficult to attack in this weather with any quality. Wow, West Brom 0, Norwich 2. What a heinous couple of minutes there for Blackburn Rovers. Let's just get into the rest of the Championship quickly before I go and make my half-time coffee. I'll have a decaf, don't you worry. So it's Coventry 1, Millwall 1 up at the very top. But one place behind currently are Ipswich Town, who lead 1-0 against Bristol City. Obviously, they overtake Middlesbrough if that stays the same. Middlesbrough play at Stoke tomorrow. We will be covering them here on the watch-along in this very chair. Hull are 2-0 up at Preston. Outstanding. So they will be going fourth as things stand, with Millwall fifth, unless Millwall go in front at Coventry. That could change things. There, Wrexham are obviously 0-0. We're watching their game. Derby lead 1-0 at Charlton. They are currently 10th in the live league table. QPR are 0-0 at Oxford. Birmingham are 0-0 at Sheffield Wednesday. Swansea 2, Blackburn 1 is a big one because lower down in the table, that puts Swansea 15th. That really puts Blackburn in bother. And were Pompey to do anything really tomorrow, Blackburn would be in the bottom three. And the chief reason for all of this is not only are Norwich winning at West Brom, they are 2-0 up now, Norwich. So also West Brom, as things stand, are below Norwich City, who started the day in the relegation zone. So really, really trending towards big, big trouble. Right, I'm going to bid the... Oh my God, I'm not going to bid anyone farewell because Hull have just gone 3-0 up at Preston. It's Preston 0, Hull 3. That is incredible from Hull. Right, I'm going to bid the people of TikTok farewell. I'm going to try to, but it won't let me. Now, and we'll open the stream again during the second half. So come back and join us in a few minutes. Bye-bye to the wonderful TikTok people over there. I'm going to hit the button here, and we will go to the half-time 5 minutes, and we will return. Keep me updated in the chat because there is going to be goals while I make my coffee. You mark my words. We'll be back in 5. Plenty going on in the Championship. In our game, it's Wrexham 0, Leicester 0. Don't go. Can't find the thing to click on. Where is it? Halftime. There we go. Don't go anywhere. Professional. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is half time here. It's Wrexham 0, Leicester 0, but loads going on elsewhere in the Championship, including a second goal for Ipswich. Ipswich have gone 2-0 up against Bristol City. So things moving in the right direction for Ipswich today in terms of second place. Middlesbrough play tomorrow against Stoke. Up above them, Coventry are level 1-1. And I guess, where are we time-wise in the second half? Someone let me know. I guess what are we, like 10 minutes into the second halves here. Check out Hull's third if you get a chance. I'm trying to read these comments back here since we've been out. A McBurney scissor kick, apparently. A lesser spotted scissor kick. How about that? Keep your comments coming. We're live on TikTok as well, down here as well today. 57 minutes in. Thank you, Ben. Remember, so 9 games in the Championship tonight. We're covering the 8 p.m. Kickoff. Everything else is 15 minutes roughly ahead, give or take, with stoppage times tending to be a little bit all over the place and different wherever you are watching. I guess the big story is Hull. Tonight they're 3-0 up at Preston. Incredible statement win this is looking like by the Tigers. And down at the bottom, West Brom are really getting pulled in by Norwich City. It's West Brom 0, Norwich 2. So West Brom are like 1 point above Norwich. Remember, Norwich started the day in the bottom 3. So Norwich 1 point behind West Brom. Blackburn are losing, but West Brom in a world of trouble here. Evening, Ben. Do you think it's a wild take, a Middlesbrough fan, to think that catching Coventry is more realistic than catching Ipswich? No, it's not massively wild. I do think Ipswich are going to have a tricky February, aren't they, with all the away games? So it's one that could possibly level out during February, couldn't it? But we shall see. Keep comments coming in. Anthony, farewell. See you soon. Love the channel, especially the live streams. We're having some fun tonight, hopefully, as we await the second half. Harrison on TikTok, Preston losing 3-0 versus Hull. We're playing very, very poor, as you can imagine. Chicago City Streets, how can Birmingham be drawing 0-0 to Wednesday? There's a facetious answer there, isn't it? No one's scored any goals, have they? But, yeah, I suppose the accusatory tone of that question is that, yeah, they shouldn't be going to Wednesday and struggling, bearing in mind they've not won a home game all season. Saar, will 84 be enough for automatics? It might be. And if it's not 84, it won't be far off that, will it? We did the projections. We'll do them again and post them on Twitter after each and every round. Now, I think it's a good kind of barometer for the way things are going. So your Championship scores as things stand, and we're about the hour mark, aren't we? Or just over, just under in all the games here. Charlton 0, Derby 1, Coventry 1, Millwall 1, Ipswich 2, Bristol City 0. And in fact, I'm going to look over here because I think I'm going to see a Jack Clark double here. Is he going to score the same goal twice? Probably. Dribbling in off the left. He's going to arrive in the box here and hit that one with the right foot into the corner. Jack Clark on a hat-trick. He's got 2 tonight. Jaden Philogene. Not around. God, look at that Preston pitch. Let's see some of these Preston goals then. Well, fair play McBurney on that pitch. Scissor volley. Put that in beautifully. Set the attack up as well. Really good goal, that. Dare I say, keeper, he'll blame the pitch, won't he? We'll all blame the pitch. Looks like Yu Hirakawa has made his debut as well for Hull there. Congratulating Ollie McBurney. Players are out for the second half here. Guys, give me some cause for optimism. Are we going to get a bit more quality in the second half? I know the players are struggling in the weather. And I don't blame the managers for saying, look, don't take any risks. But I need a bit more quality. Have Derby gone 2-0 up? Andy says 2-0 Derby. Bobby Clark. Could be a really good win for Derby tonight down at the Valley. We are off and running here in the second half. Wrexham 0. Leicester 0. Let's see if I can try and do these teams without looking at the answers. So, Wrexham in goal, Okonkwo. Back 3, Doyle, Hyam, Cleworth. Wing backs, Longman, Gachache. Midfield 2, James, Sheaf. Supporting Kiefer Moore up top are Rathbone and O'Brien. There you go. I did Wrexham. Let's see if I can do Leicester. Not going to look at the screen. Stolarczyk in goal. Left back is Nelson tonight with Vestergaard and Okoli centre backs. Right back was Chowdhury, but he's now in central midfield. Pereira on. With Chowdhury in central midfield is Ollie Skip. Mavadidi and Fatawu wide with Reed and Ayew. I've been paying attention, you lot. How about that? Spearheading in the 10 and the 9. Longman comes forward, drives the shot over the crossbar from the angle. Swansea 3-1 up. Has Vipotnik scored twice? He is so good, Vipotnik, isn't he? What is that? Someone smart me up. 13 for the season for Zan Vipotnik. Tremendous. Longman fancied a bit of a long-range shot there. Flew over the bar. You got to hit bouncers in this weather, haven't you? Stick it just in front of the keeper. See if he can read the bounce. Certainly for that Hull goal. Preston keeper there. It must be Iverson, mustn't it? Unable to read that bounce. Okoli gets across. He's been whistled for a foul there. I'm pretty sure. Okoli looks the picture of innocent. Says, I put it out for a corner. Is he foul, O'Brien? Referee thinks so. Vip for the Ballon d'Or. Certainly Vip for a higher league than the Championship next season. He's had a brilliant season, hasn't he, at Swansea, Zan Vipotnik. Superb. Corner. Wrexham. All the stats tell us Kiefer Moore is a beast from set plays. We already kind of knew that, though, didn't we? We watched the Championship before, Sky, but not much to talk about tonight. Set play comes in. O'Brien puts it in, punched out by Stolarczyk. Ooh. Struck on the volley by Ben Sheaf. High wide and not very handsome at all. We seem destined not to get a goal in this game. Although Wrexham, maybe Parkinson has said to Wrexham, look, just take shots in the second half. If you get reasonable shooting range, just shoot. Not only make defenders defend, make keepers work in the rain. Gachache hits that one, deflected. Moore stood right in front of Stolarczyk. No foul. Looked like he did lean into the back of him there. Or into the front of him. With his back, you know what I'm saying. Stolarczyk holds his hands up and says, I thought he was fouled, actually. Let's see if I'm wrong. He backs in, doesn't he, Kiefer? You normally don't get away with that on goalkeepers, do you? Although, when you see the reverse angle, does he really? No doubt. Just hit it. Thoughts on Pompey signing Anderson on the free? Is that Keshi Anderson are we talking about? If so, probably a good idea. Birmingham have already replaced him. Winger from Brighton in. Danish striker from Sweden as well, we think today. As well as a Colombian central midfielder. As Birmingham go all flashing continental on us. Okoli charged down by O'Brien. We are nearly 50 minutes in. No goals in this one. Kelly, I really like Kachache. You tell me, Kelly, how many games has he played in a row? Just hasn't managed to get a good run this season. God, they just got a ground level shot there of Lewis O'Brien. It looks like it is pouring down with rain at the Stok Cae Ras. Cheers, everybody. By the way, thank you for joining me tonight. We may have to wait until tomorrow for goals, but your company is still muchly appreciated. Fatawu pops it in low, and it's going to be out for a Wrexham throw. Dr. Fod, I'm a mile away from the racecourse and the rain is hammering on my window. Yeah, it looks a bit lively down there, doesn't it? What game did we do? We did a Wrexham game where it was absolutely pelting it down there not so long ago. So we've done loads of Wrexham games. They're always on TV, aren't they? Left back stretched it off at QPR. That doesn't sound good. Hopefully all is okay there. Mark on TikTok. Who would I like to see relegated from the Prem to make the Championship better? I mean, let's be fair, as a YouTuber, West Ham would be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe for only a season, but it'd be fun. Throw in. Down the left-hand side. Doyle hurls it over. Okoli closed down. Out it goes. Charlton pulled one back. Derby 2. Charlton 1. Elsewhere in tonight's Championship games, Coventry 1, Millwall 1. Well, cross comes in. Chowdhury has to get back and spin on his left foot and clear that. Bit awkward. Ipswich 2, Bristol City 0. Oxford 0, QPR 0. Preston 0, Hull 3. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Birmingham 0. Swansea 3. Birmingham 1. And I think we just had another goal at West Brom. My God, West Brom 0, Norwich 3. West Brom. Ooh. We're not going to get another Luton story here, are we? They're going to be a side nobody expects to go down, get relegated. Norwich are 3-0 up at West Brom. And definitely, I think we can say that now, exiting the bottom 3 tonight. Norwich, fair play, Philippe Clement. And obviously, our game is 0. Effing 0. Oh, nice feed into Moore up the front. Rathbone hits a good shot low down. Good save there by SNATCH. It's good hit by Rathbone. Can they follow it up? Sheaf drills it in. Blocked away. We're getting closer. And I have to say, Wrexham are getting closer. But here comes a big counter-attack now. Mavididi and Ayew 2-on-2. Mavididi powers into the box. Drills the shot in. Good save. Okonkwo. Most entertaining minute of the game, that one. Rathbone with a really good hit up one end. Good save by SNATCH. Great counter by Leicester. Mavididi goes 1v1 with Hyam. Goes outside. Decent enough shot. Okonkwo stands up Stands up tall on his near post. Narrows the angle. Saves it with his feet. That was a really good hit. The Rathbone one, the other end, was exactly what we were looking for, wasn't it? Edge of the box. Can you bounce it in front of the keeper? It's pretty perfect, that one, in terms of a test the keeper wet. Just didn't have enough power on it. Someone's going to say, if it was perfect, Ben, it would have gone in. Yeah, fair comment. Corner comes in for Leicester from Ayew. Headed clear near post. Millwall dominating Cov, says Ollie. Put your coat on tomorrow. Stoke on a wet and windy Wednesday night. You know me. I can definitely do it on a wet and windy Wednesday. Wet and windy Wednesday, Gary, in Stoke. You're stitching me up. I didn't have any caffeine in my coffee. Good football there, but no goal. It was nice end to end. Got a bit basketball-y, didn't it? Both sides closer than they have been. Does feel, if any player on any team can just keep their head. Oh, Moore drives that one in. That's a good strike. Just wide of the post. I was going to say can keep their composure and keep their head. Moore nearly did exactly that there. Big long ball forward to him. Are you serious? A Norwich 4-0 up? This is mental. I mean, I want to say brilliant Norwich. But what the hell is going on at West Brom? New manager. Lost 3-2 in the first game against Middlesbrough. They are 4 down at home to Norwich. West Brom are in a world of trouble. Incredible storyline coming from the Hawthorns tonight. West Brom 0, Norwich 4 is an insane result so far there. And you know what I say about teams that have 3 managers in one season? West Brom don't want to do that because that doesn't normally end well, does it? Deary me, 4-0, Ben Crescene. That's insane. Second half here, Wrexham 7 shots to 1. So they're definitely having the better of it. And I do believe Mr. Broadhead and Mr. Windass and Mr. Smith are all on the bench, aren't they? I think Kabore is as well. I wonder if Wrexham could pepper it, make a triple sub and a double sub and change this up. Josh, do you reckon any of the teams that go up the next year will stab? It's just impossible to say because the biggest thing is the, banking the money and making the transfers in the summer, isn't it? Like you could have predicted Sunderland were going to stay up, but you wouldn't have known literally who any of their players were at this point. Literally bought a new team. So, impossible to say, isn't it? Finally, some joy as a Norwich fan, Brandon. And no Makama goal. Well, we've still got that to come, haven't we? 5-0 in a minute. Corner, Wrexham. And it goes. We have Skip and Hyam. Was it? Or Sheaf? I can't see. We're going to have another go. Yeah, it was Hyam. Pushing and shoving in there. Okoli and Moore are 2 absolute huge blokes as well. That's where it's headed. Ayew's down. And so is Skip. I don't see a Wrexham player down. Not sure what went on here. I think the foul's on Skip, isn't it? Hyam literally has a handful of shirt and runs with him the whole time, grabbing hold of his shirt. And I think he's been whistled for that reason. Remember West Brom doing a loot, and remember it was them that put the hats. Oh yeah, big defeat on the final day, wasn't it? I think maybe a lot of the damage was done then, but yeah, ceremonially. 5-3 or something stupid on the last day, wasn't it? As Luton went back-to-back relegations, relegated with a year one parachute payment. Imagine that. I know you're going to tell me they didn't spend it. They still spent more than the rest of the teams down the bottom, didn't they? Absolute horrendous season for Luton. Okoli knocks that back. SNATCH. As we come up the hour mark, I'm a little bit more confident that we might get a goal in this game now. Famous last words, isn't it? Doyle, Hyam. We're about 75 minutes, I believe, into the majority of the 7:45 kickoff. So 15 to go there as we hit the hour mark here. West Brom have only spent one season in the third tier. Is that true? My goodness me. SNATCH, Skip, Okoli. Okoli tries to play it into the front to Ayew. He's got Hyam breathing down his net. They've turned it over. O'Brien, Moore down the left. Moore comes in on the right foot, opens up. Moore, not the worst effort you've seen. He tries to shape it in the far corner. Right-footed. Wide it goes. Nathan on TikTok. Imps going up. There we go. Shout out for a Lincoln fan in there. A remarkable achievement for West Brom, but that won't comfort them. Don't jinx it. Come on. You know I have no influence on anything. Coventry have gone 2-1 up. That feels like a big, big goal up at the top of the Championship. Coventry had to come back and beat Leicester 2-1 at the weekend. They are now leading 2-1 tonight once again. I was saying on the Sportsman podcast to Simon, who's a big Coventry fan, that you might have to just accept that the free-scoring team of earlier in the season doesn't often go that way in the run-in, doesn't it? You just have to get over the line, and you might have to win a lot of games by a single goal. And if they do that twice to start off this 3-game week, they'll be perfectly, perfectly happy with that. Haji Wright is the goal scorer. Doyle, lovely slip into Kachache, puts it in low. Oh, it's spilt. Surely we get the goal now, and Lewis O'Brien follows it in. It's wet, wild, and windy in Wrexham. The keeper, SNATCH, couldn't quite hold it. Moore forces the save. O'Brien is doing what all good central midfielders should. Follow it in there, get in the box, and he gets himself a goal. And finally, this very low-quality game has a big moment, and it's gone to Wrexham. Wrexham 1, Leicester 0. It's really good by Kachache, isn't it? Oh, Moore doesn't actually get the shot off, does he? Okoli gets a toe on it. And does the keeper then wonder whether he can... Oh, no, he does flap at it, doesn't he? And O'Brien swallows it up. 1-0 Wrexham. It's good for him. I mean... It's actually really good from both of them. Was it Rathbone who played it down the line for Kachache? And yeah, I'm going to say it again. Make defenders defend. He just slides that in behind with Okoli facing his own goal. And O'Brien follows it in. And Wrexham lead 1-0. And I have no dog in the fight here. But I'm pleased we've got a goal. Ollie Skip has gone down. The Leicester players are furious there. Has he hurt his head? I literally didn't see what happened. I saw Skip hit the deck. It didn't look horrific. Phil Parkinson's furious. He thinks that's a bit of gamesmanship. We have this head injury rule, don't we? That the game has to stop. And only Ollie Skip will know whether that rule is being leveraged in a nefarious manner. Birmingham are 1-0 up. Thank you, Brendan. Actually, thank you, Brendan, for a lot of scorelines tonight. Marvin Dukes, Wednesday 0. Birmingham 1. While Ollie Skip is down, let's have a good look at the live league table, which tells us Coventry are back in front again. So they go to 58. They would have an 8-point lead over Ipswich. Obviously, Borough, if they win tomorrow night, close the gap up again. We could literally go in this 3-game week, win for the top 3 on the weekend round, and then win in the midweek round. We shall see. Ipswich are 2 up against Bristol City. In fact, I'm going to see the Coventry goal now, picture in picture. Let's have a look at this. We're building down the right. Is that Sakamoto? It's a tiny little screen. Bends the cross in. Goes loose. Haji Wright sorts his feet out and he squeezes it into the corner. Haji Wright, I don't know if he started tonight, but he was off the bench for a winner at the weekend. He might have got another one today. Jez, hello Ben, Wrexham fan, but can't get tickets waiting for the Cop to be built. Yeah, I don't know what the stadium's going to hold there when they finish. It feels like it's had 3 stands for the longest time now, hasn't it? Preston 0, Hull 3. How about that? Wrexham are currently 7th and tied with Preston and are only one goal difference behind. So if Wrexham were to score again, how about this? The Red Dragons would be in the playoff spots if we get another Wrexham goal and Preston keep doing what they're doing, which is losing and giving up 3 goal difference. Kachache puts that in the near post. He's playing well, isn't he? Left wing back. They've cleared their lines, but Wrexham smelling blood here. Looking for a second goal. Probably going to kill Leicester off here. Kachache puts another cross in. He's getting loads of the ball now. Okoli heads that away. And they haven't gone to the bench yet, Wrexham, have they? But they've got a bit in reserve here. They're leading. They're at home. And they haven't used the subs at all yet. Annie, bored watching Ipswich pass the ball around like we're not there. What's everyone's favourite cheese? Halloumi for me. Ayu, does he get pulled back there by Sheaf? Not given. Ayu, he's definitely going to get the foul that time. He went back for another one. Chicago City Streets, Preston and Middlesbrough have Ipswich the next 2 games. Interesting. Difficult run, having just played Hull. A yellow card comes out. Who got booked? Did Ayu get booked then? He just crossed with the ref. Surely he didn't, did he? Sheaf it was with the foul. Yeah, Ayu's actually, after all of that, got himself booked. He's shouting at the linesman. Albion in the gutter, says Jack on TikTok. They are 4-0 down at home to Norwich. Louis Page in for Ollie Skip. Like for like in central midfield. As we come up 70 minutes, Leicester heading for an 11th defeat of the season. Goes to the fridge to get some cheese. Don't eat cheese at this time of night, Ben. You'll have hallucinogenic dreams, allegedly. We're coming up 70 here. I don't see a Leicester fight back. And James isn't going to ping one top corner because he's been substituted. Are they just relying on Fatawu now? Well, Mavadidi looked all right in the first half, didn't he? Derby down to 10 men, says Andy. Matt Clark off for second yellow. Remember, Charlton won against 9-man Sheffield United. At the weekend. Longman back in his own corner. Boots that clear. Evening Ben. Marty gone tonight, do you reckon? Says Ollie on TikTok. Not been a good season, has it? Although some mitigating circumstances we think off pitch. Page. Still more quality on that pitch than we're seeing though, isn't there? Longman knocks that off Chowdhury and wins the throw-in. Craig on TikTok. Val gone tonight. The fans are out for blood. Some managers in trouble. Pereira, channel ball, headed away. O'Brien tries to spin Pereira, body checked. Foul, free kick, Wrexham. That's referee Allison is the fourth official there, just having a chat with Marty Cifuentes. It's a silly tackle by Pereira, isn't it? Not least because the ball's running away. O'Brien's not going to get it. He doesn't need to body check him. And Leicester have got to be careful they don't lose their discipline here. Ayu's already gone in the book for dissent. Pereira looks like he's losing his head now. And Norwich, oh my God. Again, I don't want to bury the lead. Norwich 5-0 up. This is Eric Ramsey's second game in charge of West Brom. And his side are 5-0 down at home to a side that, albeit have grossly underperformed, but have been in the relegation zone for months. Free kick goes in. Cleworth with a swinger at that one, smashes it over the bar. Kvistgarden is the goal scorer for Norwich. 5-0. West Brom are down at home. Goodness me. Birmingham are 2 up as well. Koyogo, thank you for all of the score updates there. Wow. What a story developing at the Hawthorns tonight. Norwich are doing their goal difference a lot of good. I don't think they'll need it this season because I think they'll be trending away from the bottom 3 fairly nicely if they keep going this way. And don't forget about Norwich. Their star striker is kind of sulking in the reserve team at the moment, isn't he? And they're scoring 5 goals. So, well done, Phil Clement. Okonkwo's got it. Wrexham still haven't used anybody off the bench, have they? We're up 75 here. We should be towards final whistles elsewhere. As things stand, Coventry are 2-1 up against Millwall. Ipswich 2-0 up. Hull 3-0 up at Preston. Hull have kind of been gazumped, haven't they? We thought they were going to be the big story, but Norwich have hit 5 at West Brom. And really, it's not Norwich who are the big story there. West Brom 5-0, having just appointed a new manager. It's his second game here, Eric Ramsey. Looks like we are going to the bench now. We see some Wrexham subs, potentially. Kuchache. Okoli takes it off in fairly. Chowdhury. Knocked into Ayew. Hits the deck, doesn't get the foul. Hiked up in the air. 9 added at Oxford. And 7 added at Charlton. That's QPR 0-0 over at Oxford. Charlton are leading. Derby are leading at Charlton 2-1, but are playing with 10. Okonkwo's distribution. We're going to blame the weather. West Brom's biggest second-tier defeat for 26 years. 26 years ago. When was that? 2000. I want to know what game that was now. Whoever that was in the chat. Quintessentially quirky. Easy for me to say. We're expecting Wrexham to go to the bench any second. Now they lead 1-0. Lewis O'Brien with the goal. Remember, if Wrexham score again, they'll go into the playoff spots. Assuming all stays the same over at Preston, where North End are 0-3 down against Hull City. There is James McLean, who's just left Wrexham. Where's he gone? Derry? Right. Double sub. Incoming. George Thomason. In for Rathbone. Kabore in for Longman. Straight swaps there. At wing back down the right. And in central midfield. Will we get any late goals in the 7:45s? Which ones are on a knife edge? Coventry only 1 goal in that one. They're 2-1 up. Derby only 1 goal in that one. They're 2-1 up. And we got the 0-0 Oxford and QPR. Dan, €5 on the Super Chat. Thank you very, very much, sir. We did reach our Super Chat target earlier, but we're going to say a big thank you nonetheless. Late to the party today, but Kyogo just scored a goal. I think you're suggesting that might be a rare occurrence this season, Kyogo scoring for Birmingham, but he's got one. Derry City, James McLean. Thank you, Kelly. I assume that's his club, is it? Chowdhury fouled. Free kick, Leicester. Double sub. Got another Lincoln fan in here. The Imps are going up. They may well be. Might have to go up behind Cardiff, though. Look like they're going to win the title there in League One. Coventry win, says Ben. But my God, they've had to work for it. And so you should. Mike on TikTok, big Borough fan here. Things not going for us tonight. Mate, it's running time now. Things get very, very real. You got to just bang those wins out. Kyogo scored a goal, Ben. So I've heard. Birmingham are 2 up against Wednesday now, or have won 2-0. Have they? Is that all over? Is that a rare away win for Birmingham City, hey? We have got full times coming through here. Swansea 3, Blackburn 1 is a full time. Can't believe this result. West Brom 0, Norwich 5. Wow. Coventry 2, Millwall 1 is also a full time. Channel ball for Tawu, who keeps it in, but under duress, and it just goes through to a keeper. Red card for Preston, says Crazy Norm. So maybe Wrexham could have Hull do their bidding for them, because of course if Hull score another goal, I believe that will also move Preston out of the top 6 and Wrexham in. Let me just double check that if we're on goals scored. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just need the goal difference to swing one the other way. 10 to go. He's got a history, let's just say, and we'll leave it at that. Easier said than done, though. Knocked into the front row. Brian can't quite control that. I think the storm has reached my way. Pouring down with rain here now outside. So much so, I can hear it over my earphones. Full times coming in. I think Ipswich is a full time now as well. So yeah, story so far this midweek round. Pressure on Middlesbrough. Both Ipswich and Coventry have won. So Ipswich retake second place. Middlesbrough can respond tomorrow. They're going to need to win though, given goal difference there is 11 different between Borough and Ipswich. Vestergaard. Nelson. Zach, great 3-1 win for Swans. Well, that's turned over. Kabore crossing position. He normally delivers well. Not a bad ball in. Just over Kiefer Moore's head. But Pereira had to get back in. Gets eyebrows on that. Broomy, we played so much better than Cov. Feel robbed. Should have ended 1-1. Well, that's what teams who are in first place do, though. They just get the wins, don't they? Channel ball for Ayu to chase. Headed away by Hyam. Excuse me. Where's my drink? West Brom fans not happy with Madger playing wing back. Oh dear. Come on, Eric Ramsey. Don't mess this up. 2 balls on the pitch here, but I think we've gotten away with that. Charlton 1, Derby 2 is a full time. Well done, Derby. Get the win down at the Valley. Not the greatest result that for Charlton, obviously. But Blackburn have lost. And I think probably given Norwich are 5-0 winners tonight, everyone down there is probably accepting that they're all going to finish below Norwich. It's going to be a yellow card for Hamza Chowdhury. Ricardo Pereira. It was lucky he didn't go in the book earlier there, because that would have been a red, wouldn't it? Liam, another loss for our lot. 21 without a win. Ugh. Oof. Ben, who is Stoke going to put up front tomorrow, says Paul. No earthly idea. Just get Sorba Thomas to do it. He scored all the goals anyway this season, hasn't he? Free kick, Wrexham. In it goes, left-footed. from O'Brien. I think that comes off a red head. And it's going to be a Leicester goal kick. Archie. Norwich are 20 to 1 for the playoffs. Who says no? Me. I say calm down. But incredible win for Norwich. 5-0 away win. Has anyone had an away win that big this season? I know Coventry got 5 at Derby, but Derby also scored 3. No one can have won by 5 goals away from home this season, have they? You tell me. Cleared away. It's going to be a throw-in for Wrexham, taking their sweet time. Oh, yeah, Liam's right there. Good point. Southampton won 5-1 at Charlton. So we have had 5 goals scored a few times, but this must be the biggest margin of victory away from home. Oh, there you go. Oh, Archie, don't be mentioning that nonsense. I'd rather not be reminded of that particular game that I will not indeed mention myself. Okoli steps out. Pereira, bit of a red card risk Pereira. He's on a yellow now and he's in a bad mood, isn't he? Ayew gets fouled. Free kick. Fatawu leaves it for Pereira. Did Middlesbrough win 6-2 at Oxford? They did. That was last season, wasn't it? Just before Latte left. Easy for me to say. Free kick. Leicester. It's going in the box. We've got 4 minutes to play plus stoppage time. Famous last words. But Leicester have offered very, very little here. Although we said that at the end of the West Brom game and Fatawu volleyed one in 94, didn't we? And they won the game. Free kick comes to nothing. Knocked into O'Brien, who tries to play it down the line. Page reads it. Blocks it out. Yes. The next person says, right, yeah, Coventry did win 5 at Wednesday, didn't they? Yes, good point. Okoli wins the header there. 3 to go, plus stoppage time. Have Leicester got anything up their sleeves? I don't think they do. But you never know. Get Fatawu the ball. Ping one top bins. Okoli. Page. Ayew's been whistled this time for backing in. Melee. West Brom definitely in the relegation mix. Yeah, they need to turn this around quickly, don't they? Free kick, Wrexham in their own half. Just going to clear their lines. Get it up the other end of the pitch. Just overrun there by Kabore. Throw in Leicester. Tackled by Chowdhury. Another Wrexham throw in down that side. Kabore is going to take it. Just killing a bit of time here, Wrexham. Down the line to O'Brien. We'll find out very shortly how much stoppage time we're going to play. sheaf. Leicester clear their lines, but it's a bit stretched. Food and drink for their big back three there for Wrexham. It's all a bit scruffy here. Feels like if Leicester are going to get an equaliser, it's going to need to be some set player, a deflection or something like that. But they've forced a free kick here. Which I'm guessing is going in the box. Remember, if Wrexham score again, they will go into the top 6 on goal difference ahead of Preston. Well, goals scored, rather. They'll tie them on goal difference. Oh, flicked on. There is going to be a chance. And Wrexham are not going into the top 6 because Leicester have somehow grabbed an equaliser. Well, I said several things in this last 5 minutes. I said if Leicester do grab an equaliser, it's going to be a set play or a deflection or something. They've just scored from a set play. But I've also said Leicester are offering very, very little, which I do strongly believe. But they've managed to get out of trouble here. Oh, that's tight on the offside, isn't it? Flicked on by a Coley. Wonder where the VAR lines would have been drawn there. And Vestergaard sticks it in to the back of the net. To be fair, he takes that pretty well, the big centre-half. He looks over at the linesman kind of sheepishly. No striker's instinct there. And it is a late equaliser. Wrexham 1, Leicester 1. Vestergaard gets the goal. Not entirely sure how much Leicester deserve that, but they do have a habit of having a moment and getting out of dodge this season, Leicester, don't they? Wrexham 1, Leicester 1. How much stoppage time was there? The goal must have gone in pretty much on exactly 90 minutes there, mustn't it? I didn't see a board go up. And Leicester are coming again, aren't they? Goodness me. Ball went into the near post there. Cleared away. God, imagine they nicked this one. O'Brien's gone down. No foul. Leicester reset. O'Brien this time does manage to draw the foul. Did anyone see how much stoppage time there was going to be? 5 minutes. Something Sky have only just found out. Everything got lost in translation. Oh, cross near post there. Kiefer Moore arriving. Got the glance on the header. Just did not get enough on it. Just drifts wide of the post. A good cross again by Kachache, who has had a good second half at left wing back, hasn't he? 1-1 here. We have 2.5 minutes of minimum stoppage time remaining. Leicester with a 90th minute equaliser. Not sure quite how deserved it is or was. Use whatever tense you feel comfortable with. Fatawu. Okoli knocks it into the front. Ayew gets pulled back by Doyle. Yellow card is coming out and Leicester can stick another free kick into the box. Sorry, Jeremy Monga came in as well. I barely even noticed. I can finally die happy. I watched Kyogo score a goal in the league. Well, how about that, hey? So, Leicester setting up for this free kick. They've got what we think was quite a... Use the word undeserved if you want. We didn't see it coming equaliser. Can they go win the game now? My God. Chowdhury whips it in. Not the worst ball. Cleared away first man though. Chowdhury. Page. Chowdhury again. Booted in on the diag. And Wrexham are going to clear that. Page again. Ooh, Chowdhury misses that. Oh, it was nearly played through. They would have been 2-on-2 there. Kiefer Moore and Matty James were running in behind, although James is running with a big limp now, so I'm not sure he would have made it all the way to the goal line. And there is the final whistle. Wrexham 1. Leicester 1. Leicester pinch a point right at the very, very end of this one. Vestergaard with the equaliser in 90 minutes. And honestly, I did not expect Leicester to be able to force anything. In the end, it was just a set play in the box. One centre-back flicks the header on. The other one, to be fair, takes it quite well. Chests it down, spins left-footed, sticks it in the corner. And Leicester save a point. From some of the comments I saw about Marty Cifuentes, maybe he's saved face a little bit in terms of a defeat. Wouldn't have played very well. It would have been back-to-back defeats across this 3-game week. Obviously, with Leicester going under at Coventry earlier in the week. But even though they've got a point, there's nothing really to say that Leicester are a convincing football team. Look, I know this game was not pretty, was it? It's howling with wind and rain over in Wales. And look, the first half was pretty bad. But when it came down to the kind of fight in the second half, Wrexham looked far the better side, didn't they? And seemed to get closer and closer and forced some chances and whatnot. We're just seeing the Leicester players going off in front of those fans, and I'm not sure they're being that friendly or gratefully greeted by the Leicester fans who travelled down in the wind and rain to Wales tonight. And they seem to be getting closer and closer, Wrexham, didn't they? And Kachache, who was probably on top as the sort of most effective player there in the second half down the left-hand side, he sticks a cross in. Coley waves a foot at it. Keeper comes out, Stelarchi, little bit flappy, sort of bounces out, and Lewis O'Brien sticks it in. And thereafter, you think, well, Wrexham can just see this one out now, can't they? Leicester didn't have a lot. They lost James in game. Reed went out as well via substitute, and it's been generally James, Reed and Fatawi who've bailed Leicester out during this season. But right at the end, speaking of getting bailed out, Vestergaard nicks that goal. And we were looking at it. We had Hull winning 3-0 at Preston. We had 1 goal difference between Preston and Wrexham. And you're kind of finishing the game saying, can Wrexham grab one more goal here, make it 2-0, and they're in the top 6. And lo and behold, not only do they not grab one more goal, Wrexham, they concede a goal and drop a couple of places and a couple of points. Look, of course, we do have Watford and Stoke playing tomorrow in that region in the table as well. So things can change once again. But that's a big missed opportunity that was for Wrexham, wasn't it? I feel they should have won that game, and Leicester have just, without really showing up. And again, I do reiterate, horrible conditions and a pretty anxious, risk-averse, cautious game. But it's the same for both sides, isn't it? And Wrexham seemed to be playing it better in the second half. But Leicester got out of dodge, didn't they? And I don't know, just not quite right there at Leicester. I know there's off-the-pitch stuff going on, and we think they might be under a business plan, and they could be about to be hit by a sanction. But we talked about that over and again since they got charged by the Premier League, actually, in back in July of last year. But this group of players and this manager and this fan base and everything that's going on, it's not aligning for Leicester. And given some of the quality they've got going on in that squad, they are underperforming it. So I kept getting asked in the comments. People seem to be very conveniently adding up whatever would take Leicester either right to the edge of the relegation zone. I'm not sure points deductions work like that. I think they're a bit more scientific than that. But, Leicester could be in trouble, couldn't they, if they were to be deducted 5, 6, 7, 9, whatever points you tell me. Wrexham, I mean, they're there or thereabouts on the edge of it. Is this the peak of their powers this season? Are we going to look back and say, I did a Wrexham game towards the end of January and they could have gone into the top 6 if they never quite get in there this season? They need to go again. They had a 5-game win streak, but they've started this 3-game week with 2 home games. They've lost to Norwich, who have actually gone back-to-back away wins. A big story tonight. They've won 5-0 at West Brom. They've only taken 1 point from the 2 games. Both these sides round out the week. Leicester face Oxford. Wrexham face QPR. So maybe they'll both fancy their opponents, given what's been going on this week. But, it feels like a 1-1 draw, which is an unhelpful draw, especially for Wrexham. We don't learn a hell of a lot in terms of Leicester, and I think they will be far, far the happier of the two to grab themselves a point. Wrexham 1, Leicester 1, Leicester steal 1 in the 90th minute. There you go, guys. It's all over here. I'm going to say a big thank you to the people on TikTok. We're going to start trying to stream on TikTok each and every night. We are live on YouTube as well. So big thank you there. If you fancy subscribing, please do. And I'll say my goodbyes there to everybody on TikTok. And thank you for joining. As ever, thank you to our wonderful people here on YouTube. We hit the super chat target nice and early, didn't we, in the show? So big thank you to, who was it? Happy Duckman, Jim, Andy, David, Ben, Kelly and Dan for the wonderful support. We will be back here tomorrow night for Stoke Middlesbrough. Lots going on. We'll also be doing hot takes in the morning tomorrow as well. So do check that one out. If you say nice things in the chat, I'll put them up at the end during the credits here. Huge thank you for watching. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you tomorrow for hot takes and for another live stream tomorrow night. As for tonight, it was Wrexham 1, Leicester 1, Leicester still 1, frankly, in the 90th minute. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We will see you all tomorrow.